Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Lynn. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Max is here. He's going to quickly say hi. So my skin, I've been kind of breaking out lately. My skin has not been the greatest. But I'm going to show you a few new products I've incorporated into my routine, and yeah, so let's get started. I just got this off of Amazon. This is the Misumi Luxury Beauty Care Pore Purifying Toner. I really like this toner. It works really well for me. It's been helping my skin, and I really like the ingredients. So I'm just going to take a cotton ball and over my face, and it's nice because this toner doesn't have a heavy smell to it like a lot of toners. It doesn't smell like alcohol. It smells a little bit like witch hazel, but not strong at all. Very, very, very light. Alright, so got everything off. When I touch my face, it just gets red. That's just how my skin is, so it's not the product. But I'm going to go ahead next, and I'm going to apply the Youth Anti-Aging Super Serum. Their Anti-Aging Super Serum, it's got vitamin C and E, and also hyaluronic acid and ferulic acid. When I started using this, I was using it a little bit more at nighttime, but now I've been using it a little bit more like as a daytime moisturizer because it is a little bit of a thicker serum. So I've been applying this. It was breaking me out a little bit, but I think it was kind of just like my skin getting used to it and it adapting. That does happen with me. My skin is sensitive, so occasionally it does react to products, but I kind of just have to stick with it, and then it kind of ends up improving my skin. So, also going down my neck, and this does have a kind of a strong smell to it. If you like a floral scent, you will definitely like this. It's kind of a mix of almost like lilies and roses and ginger, but I think the scent is good. It's got a lot of good ingredients. It does say use this product at night. I started using it at night, but I kind of, a few days ago, I turned it over to using it in the morning, and I like it in the morning too. I'm going to spritz my face with my SILBA Body and Skincare Rosemary Willowbark Toner. And this one is for deep purifying tonic with goji berries and hibiscus flower. Alright, so now that this is set, I'm going to go in with my Herbal Dynamics Beauty Prickly Pear and Vitamin C Daily Face Moisturizer. Just going to take a pump. I found that I need a little bit less moisturizer when I use the Youth Anti-Aging Super Serum during the day, because it really hydrates my skin, and that's kind of why I like it during the day too. Because I do get oily, and this helps kind of control that oil. So that's good to use both morning and night, in my opinion. Alright, so next up, I'm going to go in with my foundation. If you guys don't know, I actually got this from BeautyCon. I almost didn't stop at the Revlon tent because I don't like wearing foundation. I prefer like a BB or a CC cream, something that's light so my skin can breathe. Because I do break out, as you guys can see, and I have large pores, so foundation on me, it gets cakey, and I don't like it. I want something that's good coverage, but very light and breathable on my skin, and I've been using the Kokie Cosmetics CC cream for years. I'm obsessed with it, but I ended up trying this from my little goodie bag. I wasn't going to, and I just tried it on one of my makeup shows on You Can Makeup, and I was really impressed. And then I looked it up after, and lots of other people said it's kind of like a dupe of the Kokie Cosmetics CC cream. So I actually got this. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation, and I use the shade 200 Nude, and I found it on Amazon for like $3-4. So $3-4 for this versus the It Cosmetics one that's like almost $40. totally worth it. And I also like the pump for this one, that I can just pump it on my face and blend it in with my beauty blender, and I don't feel bad about using my beauty blender. I like how the beauty blender works, but I would always hate using it with the It Cosmetics CC cream because like it's so expensive and the sponge sucks up so much product. This is clean, by the way. It just keeps the color, as you guys who use beauty blenders know. So the sponge is damp too. And I feel so much better about using this and not having to worry about price because I got such a good deal. Now, normally if this isn't on sale, it's around, I think, $9.99, $10.99, somewhere in that price range. Well, I guess $8.99 to $10.99. But I think it's totally worth it. You get good coverage, as you guys will see the difference. It is a little bit lighter, but it's totally buildable, and I like that because it's got the good color coverage. So I'll go over my face once, and then I'll just go over with concealer where I need it in a few spots. If I need a little extra coverage, if I don't have enough on my face, I'll add a little bit more, but I'm very impressed with this one. It works really well. It doesn't break me out or get super cakey on my skin unless like I'm outside like sweating or like just not having a good skin day, which happens occasionally, but 98% of the time this stays in place and super easy to blend. It doesn't get cakey, and I like the color coverage. It definitely helps with redness, but I almost feel like this formula, it's considered a foundation, but I feel like it's almost like I've compared it to the It Cosmetics CC cream, like back and forth. And I could also do a video on it, but I feel like this, it's a little bit lighter in coverage, almost like the particles are a little bit smaller, if that makes any sense. Because the It Cosmetics CC cream is a little slightly bit heavier. So the It Cosmetics CC cream can actually cake up slightly on my skin, which I realize after going back and forth. So I almost prefer this one. Kind of crazy to hear me say that, but it's a really good product. And I got really lucky too. I mean, they shade matched me at BeautyCon, but the lady who put it on me, it matched right away. It was like 2 seconds and made things super easy. So I'm going to take a little down my neck too. And I've even used this as a concealer too. Like I'll let my face dry and go over the few spots I have with like the small end of my beauty blender just to go over spots, and it works as a concealer too if you don't have like too large or too red of spots. But I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the Kokie Cosmetics Be Bright Illuminating Concealer in the shade Light. Just going to go over any spots that I need it. Now this concealer is a tiny bit too light for me, but it's still been blending well. I have to get new concealers. I had one by, I forget the brand. I thought it was IBY Beauty, but I don't think it is. But the concealer was so good. It was natural too, natural based, but it was like $30 for a tiny little concealer, which is kind of insane. It was like 0.1 ounce, something like really small. This one's 0.21. So it was half of this, and it was $30. I really liked the concealer, but it only lasted me, I think, like 2 months. And I don't use concealer under my under eyes. I don't really need it, and I'd prefer, like, if you guys are young, I would suggest, like, don't use concealer under your under eyes. Like, I guess I could use a little bit here, but I try to stay away from my eye area as much as possible because, like, normally doing concealer under your eye, you're supposed to do, like, an upside down triangle. But I like staying away from my eye area because I don't have really bad bags or darkness or pigmentation or anything, and the more makeup you put on in that area, it can create wrinkles and bags and stuff, so I try to avoid it until I really need to do so. And also, guys, I mean, everybody knows this. If you don't, here's a little tip, but having good skincare underneath your makeup will make your makeup last so much longer and make it look so much better. So if you guys have a good skincare base, you'll have a good makeup base. So always keep that in mind. Your skincare is huge on how your makeup looks. And also when my skin gets bad, sometimes I also like contour my blemishes. I'll have to wait till my skin gets worse. I mean, it's not crazy bad right now, but I'll try to do a video on that. But I've learned how to contour my blemishes so that you can't really see them, or it just makes them a lot less noticeable. Because once you apply makeup on top of your blemishes, usually it kind of makes them stick out. Alright, so next up I'm going to go in with some face powder. I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. And I kind of press this into my skin with my brush. I don't wipe it, because if you wipe it on your skin, you have the tendency, at least on my skin, to move your makeup, and I don't want to move my makeup. I want to keep it in place and set it, so I just tap this on. And if you guys have really oily skin, or want your makeup to last longer, obviously you can bake. But also there's tools out there that are kind of like sponges. I guess you could use a beauty blender too. And they really help pack the powder in your skin a lot better, so it sets your face even more. Alright, and then if I have any spots showing through, I'll go in with my finger, take a little powder, and just put it on the spots. And just lightly tap it in, and this will usually just help give a tiny bit more coverage. Alright, so face is looking pretty good. It looks like I'm not wearing any makeup, you guys. Like, it's kind of crazy how light the foundation is, and like once you set it with powder, it looks like your natural skin, which I really love about it. So I'm going to go next with the Tarte Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette, and I'm going to be using the Farmer's Market shade, which is the bronzer, and just go over my cheekbones, my forehead, a little down my neck, and on my nose. So then I just blend on my nose slightly with my fingers, and then I'm going to go back in with the loose face powder I use and just blend out around the bronzer so that it looks a little bit more even. And then next up, I'm just going to add a little pop of blush. So I'm going to use the same contour palette by Tarte and use the blush, which is in the shade Summer House. Apply it to the apples of my cheeks and blend up. Alrighty, so next up I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using my angled brush. I don't know what brand this is from, but just an angled brush you can find for eyeliner or for brows, either one. I think this wasn't, oh, this is a brow brush. It's got the end. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade of medium brown and fill these bad boys in. So this is about it for the brows. Just gonna blend a little bit more. Then I'm gonna go in next and do a little mascara. I'm gonna keep my makeup pretty simple today. I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. One of my favorites. I actually almost though prefer the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but they are both amazing. It's just the L'Oreal obviously is a third of the price. Alright, so I'm gonna let the eyes dry for a second and then clean up the mascara from my eyelid. In the meantime, I'm just gonna add a little more blush to my face. I feel like blush and bronzer does not last very long on my skin. I don't know why, but I usually always have to go over it. But I don't like putting too much on at first because, you know, could end up staying. So I'm going to just go in with a clear gloss. This is one of my favorite clear glosses. It's actually a lip topper, but I use it just as a gloss. It's by Bellapierre Cosmetics, and it's their Kiss Proof Lip Finish. It's a slightly oily texture, so it's really, really moisturizing, and the gloss is so glossy looking that it just looks amazing. And it feels really nice on your lips. And if you have dry lips, this works perfectly too. Alright, so that's my little get ready with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys liked seeing my new products. The new face toner by Misumi Luxury Beauty Care. This is really great for acne. And then my Youth Anti-Aging Super Serum. Really, really good as a thicker serum. If you have like really dry skin, it works well. But also if you have oily skin, it works well too at controlling the oil. So this is good day and night. I think that's it for the new products. Oh, besides the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Anti-Pollution Foundation. It's literally the longest name ever, but this works really well too. So that's my updated routine. Try to keep it simple. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.